name is Luna, and you're listening to Infinite Souls, a podcast for that real talk about consciousness, spirituality, and realizing our infinite potential. Mucho, mucho love and light. Hello, Infinite Souls. Welcome to another episode. I am Luna, and this is Opal. Say hi, Opal. She's been a bad girl today, but she's being good now. She took a nap. She's feeling better. I also took a nap, and I also am feeling better. Today's episode is a lot late. I fell asleep, and I wasn't feeling that good. Like my stomach was, I was having digestive issues because I don't have a gallbladder, and so I'm not supposed to also have chili. And I've been having spicy foods the last 2 days, and so it caught up to me, and I was not feeling good. So I took a nap. My body was asking for it, and so that's why I am late. Sorry, guys, but I'm here. So today's episode is about sensuality. It's gonna be Valentine's Day, so it's a good time. And also, it's kind of a little review of the masterclass that I co-hosted with Lauren Bruno at Hypnolution on Instagram. And it was a great masterclass. It was on sensuality. And so this will be a tiny little recap. Like, it's not going to be the whole thing of what we went through a lot of things. But I'm going to keep it fun. I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to keep it playful. And let's get into it. If you want to actually join a masterclass in the future, you could join my newsletter by going to lunaasheshop.com and just subscribe to the newsletter. That way you have the updates to all the classes, any new products, discounts, goodies, giveaways, retreats, all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. Let's begin. What is sensuality? What is sensuality? Well, first of all, not to get it confused with sexuality. A lot of people get sensuality confused with sexuality because they have they kind of have a similar quality. And I'll get into that. So, sexuality is your creative life force energy. It's pure creative energy. It is the most powerful energy that exists, and it's basically kind of lives here in your sacral chakra, and it's pure creative life force. It's from where all creation comes. I mean, it bridges the spiritual world into the physical when it brings a life into this being, right, into this vessel here being born like a baby. And so that is what your sexual energy is. It's meant for creation. Okay, people abuse it. People have sexual abuse and trauma in their lives. I know I am a victim of sexual molestation when I was a child. And so this is something that I have had to heal within myself. Fortunately for me, very young, I understood what it meant to forgive and to not hold on to things in your heart. And so it was easier for me to move on than most people, I think. But I still had a lot of trauma from it, and also things that I had already worked on and things that I'm continuing to work on because of how that affects my relationships. And so that's why it's important to heal these things, because if you have some type of sexual PTSD or trauma, it is going to directly affect your sensuality. And since we're speaking of sensuality, what is sensuality? Well, it's not sexuality, it's sensuality. It is your senses. Like the word says, senses. It's we have more than 5 senses. We have so many senses. Like the sense to be able to tell the difference in temperature. That's how we don't freeze to death. What about the ability to keep your balance so you're not tripping and falling over a cliff or something? You can go hiking. You know, what about pain receptors? Your pain senses. Like that's how you know something hurts, right? So we have so many senses. Like there's so many. I can't even think about them right now. You should look up and look them up. Just look them up. Be curious. Think for yourself, right? Don't take my word for it. So we have all these senses, and sensuality is basically experiencing this world, this experience right now in this present moment without thinking too much about the future or worried about the past. Experiencing this moment with all of your senses. With all of your senses, and not judging your senses, you know, just experiencing the experience. That is what sensuality is. It also is being able to sometimes indulge in the things that you like, you know, as long as it's not harmful to you, obviously, you know. But like, hey, I want to eat some chocolate cake. Oh yeah, let me just go eat some chocolate cake, you know, because why not? Is what I'm saying. Why not? And not being judgmental towards yourself about it, because oftentimes we judge ourselves for wanting to be sensual, you know, wanting to be touched, wanting to be massaged or anything like that. And it's okay to feel those things and to know your needs and your wants and be able to express them. And if you don't have somebody to express them towards yourself. That's the most important thing. You know, being able to be sensual with yourself, knowing yourself and your body and what you like and what you don't like, so that in the future you can express that with a partner and so on. And so when we are disconnected from our sexuality and our sensuality, we grow cold, distant. We don't really want to be vulnerable with people. We're kind of like emotionless in a way. And I was like this a lot in the past, so I really understand what they mean when they're talking about this. And so those are the differences. That's what sensuality and sexuality are. And you know, it is Valentine's Day, so I think it's the perfect time to get sensual. Another good way to get sensual is to wear lingerie on your skin, you know, see how it feels. To eat delicious foods, you know, that's indulging in your senses. Go for a drive somewhere you've never been, sightseeing, looking with your eyes. That's another thing that you can do to connect with your sensuality. Wear perfumes, things like that. So get creative this Valentine's Day. I hope that you show yourself a lot of love because you deserve it. I know I'm gonna probably give myself a bath because why not? I don't ever do anything like that for Valentine's Day, so might as well. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful Valentine's Day. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, a beautiful Valentine's Day, and that you tell somebody that you love them, even if it's to yourself. Until next time, mucho love.